There's a version of emotional experience that most people never fully understand. Not because it's rare, but because it's hard to explain. This is often what living with borderline personality disorder can feel like, and it's very different from how it's usually described. 1. It's not just mood swings. People often reduce it to that, but it's not random ups and downs, it's intensity. Emotions don't just show up, they arrive fully. A small moment can feel overwhelming. A slight change in tone can feel personal. And once the emotion is there, it's hard to turn down. It doesn't fade quickly. It stays. 2. The fear that feels real. One of the most misunderstood parts is the fear of abandonment. From the outside, it might seem exaggerated, but internally, it doesn't feel imagined. It feels immediate, a delayed reply, a shift in behavior, a change in attention. These small things can trigger a feeling that something is about to be lost, not logically, but emotionally. 3. Relationships can feel intense. Connections often feel deep, very quickly. There's closeness, attention, emotional investment, but when something changes, even slightly, that same connection can feel unstable. It's not about wanting chaos. It's about experiencing connection at a level that's hard to regulate. 4. The sense of self can shift. Most people have a relatively stable idea of who they are, but for some, that sense can feel uncertain. Interests, identity, direction, they can change more often than expected. It's not confusion for the sake of it, it's more like the ground keeps moving. 5. Emotional reactions happen fast. There's often very little gap between feeling something and reacting to it. The emotional response is immediate, and later there might be reflection, sometimes even regret. But in the moment, it feels completely real and justified. 6. It's not about attention. This is one of the most harmful misconceptions. These reactions aren't about seeking attention, they're about trying to manage emotions that feel overwhelming. When something feels intense, the response becomes intense, not for effect, but for relief. 7. Why it feels so confusing. From the outside, behaviors might seem inconsistent, but from the inside, there's a pattern. Emotions rise quickly, they feel strong, and they take time to settle. Without understanding that pattern, it can feel unpredictable. With awareness, it starts to make more sense. Conclusion. Borderline personality disorder is not just a label, it's a way of experiencing emotions, relationships, and even identity at a level of intensity that most people don't see. And when something feels that intense, the reactions follow. Understanding this doesn't simplify it, but it does make it less confusing, and sometimes that's where change begins.